whether it's penetration, getting in the post, pounding the paint, offensive rebounds. They do.
Shooting very efficiently. 11 of 17, has hit some threes as Reese could not bank it in. Reese gets the hands in, a little revenge on Martin. Shovel it, hole, three, bottom. 6 threes now for Kate Martin in Miami. Averages 2.6 points per Zung Sign. Can't hit. Reese at the other end. Face Popper.
What he's continued to say is they understand the importance of a big league going into the field.
Martin tears Reese.
Angel Reese was projected as a transformative superstar, a game-changer for a league striving to redefine women's basketball. She was expected to be a beacon of talent, drawing fans and generating unprecedented excitement. The expectations were monumental. However, as the league struggles to establish itself, a harsh reality is emerging. Fans simply aren't tuning in. The anticipated surge in viewership hasn't materialized, raising concerns about the league's ability to captivate audiences.
I've noticed, and for Angel as well, we both can speak about it, but I've noticed the two of you have such a special bond, and I wanted to talk about what's it been like getting to know Angel on a personal level? And Angel, for you, what's the best part about getting to be and hang around Ka?
It's been great. I think, outside of the TikTok shit, y'all, on the court, it's been, great, to see her on the court and really want to learn. It's a lot of young players in the league that's like, I want to learn from the greats. I want to learn, and you get with them in there.
The numbers paint a stark picture. Every time Angel Reese steps onto the court, viewership appears to decline rather than elevate the league. Instead of boosting excitement, she risks dragging it down further. This raises a critical question. Has Reese been exposed as a player unable to meet the immense hype, especially as Caitlin Clark continues shattering records? Reese seems to be struggling for relevance in a league desperate for star power. Just this past Monday, a game featuring Reese drew a dismal 8,900 viewers, numbers that barely rival a mid-tier YouTube creator. This was supposed to be her moment to shine, yet fans seem to be tuning out. Stay with us as we dissect the drama and implications. The WNBA's arrival promised a groundbreaking era for women's basketball, positioning itself as a true alternative where players could shine. Initially, it seemed poised for greatness, with opening week viewership soaring to an impressive 30,000. That early excitement hinted at a thriving future, but as the season progressed, the enthusiasm faded. Cracks began to show. Fans expected electrifying performances and star power, especially from Angel Reese, who was hyped as a game-changer. Instead, they were met with lackluster games that relied more on flashy marketing than substance. Disappointment set in. Over time, average viewership plummeted to just 204, with some games struggling to surpass 1 million. The trend was particularly grim whenever Reese played, painting a disastrous picture for a league that cannot afford another setback. Once brimming with promise, the WNBA now faces an urgent question. Can it recapture the momentum, or is it teetering on the edge of irrelevance?
Particular, obviously, because I do rebound, and I do rebound in a great way, and I play defense. Obviously, as a rookie, coming into the league, my mind was just to get a fresh start. I did everything I wanted in college. I won a championship. I had the college experience of doing what I wanted. When I came into the league, I just wanted to be able to grow. And luckily, I was really, really good in one specific thing, which was rebounding. And I knew I had to tighten up on my offense. And
this predicament feels nothing short of a nightmare. Angel Reese built her brand on being a trailblazer, a disruptive force in the game, yet her current struggles on the court stand in stark contrast to that image. Fans expected a dominant presence, a leader propelling her team forward. Instead, they're witnessing a player struggling to keep up with the demands of a highly competitive league. In a surprising twist, viewers are choosing Kate Martin over Reese. Yes, Kate Martin, the player many saw as just a supporting piece, has unexpectedly become the fan favorite. She wasn't even considered a standout during the draft, yet she's capturing attention while Reese, once positioned as the league's main attraction, appears to be driving fans away. So, what's behind this dramatic shift? The answer is simple. Martin delivers. Her tenacity, defensive prowess, and overall effectiveness are earning her praise. Fans gravitate toward players who hustle, who give everything on the court, and Martin embodies that spirit. Meanwhile, Reese finds herself outperformed, outplayed, and seemingly outmatched. The league expected her to shine, but instead, she's struggling to live up to the hype, leaving fans to look elsewhere for inspiration.
From January to March, not having to go overseas, I never planned on going overseas. Okay. So that already sparked me. Being able to know two great players that are starting something, I think is amazing. Who would want to play with two great players like that? And I knew they were going to bring on a couple more dogs. Nobody wants to go overseas.
Right.
A lot of us never want to have to go overseas, but some people do have to go overseas, unfortunately. So being able to make, 6 figures, being able to make 6 figures here within 3 months, being able to be housed in Miami, just being able to get better 3-on-3 is something that I love to do. I haven't been able to play competitively, but I think I can be able to work on some of my individual skills by being able to play this. 3-on-3 exposes everything.
Yeah.
Being able to do that, so.
The difference in viewer engagement when Kate Martin takes the court versus Angel Reese is glaring. Martin's appearances keep ratings strong, while Reese's have become a ratings disaster. This isn't speculation. It's backed by hard data that highlights just how far Reese has fallen. The tipping point came when Reese, once thought to be the franchise player, was benched in favor of Lexi Hull during a crucial moment of the game. Hull, not a star by any means, stepped in and excelled. She showcased superior defense, grabbed more rebounds, and contributed to her team's victory, all while Reese struggled to get into the flow of the game and looked completely out of sync. That benching moment was a wake-up call. It made it clear that no player, no matter their projected potential, is above being sidelined. When the supposed cornerstone of a franchise finds herself on the bench, uncomfortable questions arise about whether the initial hype surrounding her was ever truly justified. Fans are growing tired of Angel Reese. Despite her massive social media following and her penchant for playing the villain, this bravado is creating a significant issue. All the hype and marketing flair cannot mask the simple fact that Reese has failed to translate it into success on the court. Fans are ready for her flashy attitude to lead to real results. But what they've been witnessing instead is an array of hollow claims that lack any substance. In stark contrast, Caitlin Clark has let her game speak for itself. Without the theatrics, Clark has focused purely on delivering on the court, earning the respect and admiration of fans through her consistent performance. The disparity between Clark's genuine competitiveness and Reese's penchant for drama underscores why viewership is shifting. Fans appreciate effort, not empty posturing. They gravitate toward players who give their all on the court, something Reese has struggled to do. The growing reality is that Reese's star power alone is no longer enough to sustain fan interest. Despite her high-profile social media presence and the aura of fame she's built, her connection to the game appears increasingly superficial. Signing on to the Unrivaled League seemed more about capitalizing on her fame than a deep love for basketball. Fans are quick to pick up on the lack of genuine passion. They want to see athletes who pour their hearts into every game. Unfortunately, Reese's performances have felt more like a side project than a serious commitment to the sport, and this has resonated with viewers. The disconnect is palpable. Her flashy persona doesn't match her effort, and fans can sense that. They want to see players who compete with every ounce of their being, not ones who rely on theatrics to stay in the spotlight. If this trend continues, Reese will face a hard reality: fewer opportunities and more limited options. Her engagement with Unrivaled is starting to resemble more of a paycheck than a profound passion for the game. As Reese's performance falters, her star power seems less relevant, and her future prospects are being questioned. The stakes couldn't be higher for her right now. As she takes the court, every move is scrutinized by WNBA teams, coaches, and scouts. If she's struggling to make an impact in Unrivaled, what does that mean for her future in the WNBA? It's a tough truth to face, especially when recruiters are sharp-eyed and not easily swayed by potential alone. If Reese's performance continues to lack the spark needed to stand out, there's little incentive for a professional team to invest in her future. Reese needs to act quickly if she wants to change the narrative. Right now, the scales are tipping unfavorably. Teams are beginning to question her capabilities rather than believing in her potential, and unless she turns things around soon, she could find herself left behind. The stakes are incredibly high, and the WNBA is watching her closely.